got back, I decided to do another video about inmates getting out and readjusting to society. There's a lot of things to get used to, you know. And I think about when I first got back and got out, and it was, thinking about it now, it's funny. There was like, for a while I would not, first few days I would not even leave the house without somebody going with somebody, or somebody saying I could, you know. And even then I would feel my chest for my prison ID, you know. So that's one thing I think about, and it's funny. And then some things I haven't gotten rid of, you know. I sit with my back to the wall in the restaurants, you know, so I can see everything. I stay aware of everything around me, you know. It's just, especially in crowded areas, you know. And I hate being in crowded stores. It just it bugs me, you know. And but as time goes by, you get used to things, you know. Here and there. I know when I first got out, it's amusing, but it was annoying. I was given a phone, and I could barely look at it before somebody was taking it from me and showing me something else about it, you know. So that was funny, you know. It's but annoying at the same time. Just let me look at it for a minute, you know. And then they wanted to show me everything. I had to try everything, you know, different foods, this and that, you know, come out since I've been in prison, you know. And so that was fun too, you know. It's just, it's like they was more happy than I was being out, if you can imagine that, you know. Oh, you gotta try this, you gotta do this. And they show me different things, you know. And places that I've been before but had changed, you know. Oh, look at here, look at here. And this was not stretched out over a long period of time. This was within a short amount of time, you know. So it's just kind of, you're trying to take all this in. And it was hard, you know. And another thing I had problems with was the IRS. I had the same name as my dad, and he had died before I got out of prison in 2011. And so they thought I was using his name, you know, trying to be him. And I was trying to tell them that I was a junior. And they said, well, why haven't you paid taxes in the last 30 years? Well, I've been in prison for 29 years, you know. And it took me like 4 or 5 months to get that cleared up. And I mean, I was getting mad about that, you know. That was just stupid. But you know, it is what it is. And then let's see what else. You have to, in stores, you know, as prisoners, we don't like to be disrespected. If somebody, we feel like we're being disrespected, we kind of feel like they're trying to punk us out, you know. So you gotta kind of check yourself on that, you know. And you know, people cutting in line and stuff, you know. And sometimes they don't even realize they're cutting in line. That's how they don't pay attention, and to anything, you know. So, but there was this one. I was in Walmart one time, and I was in this line, in this, I apologize if I'm using the wrong words, but there was this dwarf that came up to me and said that I kept in line. Now, I stay aware of everything around me, especially at that time. I'd just been out, just got out, you know, not long. So I told him, I said, you're wrong about that. He goes, yeah, you cut in line and I'm not happy. I said, well, which one are you? Well, everybody in the line was laughing except for him. You know, he got mad. And I said, look, you can get up here, you know. And he says, no, I'm going to go to the next line. And I hear this woman behind me and said, are you serious? All of that? And he goes to a different line. So that, but that was kind of funny, you know. And, but I was mad because I felt this guy was trying to, you know, disrespect me. So to get off of feeling that way, I kind of made a joke. Maybe I shouldn't. If you're out there, guy, you know, hey, peace, all right? I was just, you know, it's what it is. And another time, you know, most people, I've had no problems really with people not accepting me as an ex-convict, you know. Most people do. But I remember one time I was in Casey's not long after I got out, and I hear a customer, an elderly lady, telling the cashier, I think he just got out of prison, you know, and we need to be careful and all this and that, you know. And I'm about back there getting sodas and stuff, you know, and this guy, other guy was in there, he was in the military, and he goes, hey, you know, he served his time, you know, we don't know the situation or anything, you know, just leave him alone. Well, this goes on and on. Anyway, I come up here and it gets quiet, you know. So I lean real close to the counter, and the woman, the cashier behind the counter, she kind of leans back. I lean a little farther, and she leans farther back, and I go, boom! And she jumps, you know, and the other lady did too. But the military, the soldier, he started laughing. He said, hey man, can I buy you a beer? And no, I can't drink, you know, I can't have a beer. And I'm on parole. But that was another instance. And but there's going to be all kinds of funny things that happen, or, you know, it maybe not be funny at the time when you first get out, but you'll look back on it and laugh about it. But there's things that just nag you, you know, aggravate you, you know, but you got to let that go, you know. And for loved ones of ex-cons getting out, I would have to say this: do not walk up behind them. Do not try to sneak up on them. You know, let them know that you're behind them, you know. Do not, things like that, you know, and just kind of be, you know, help them, you know, try to realize where they're coming from, you know. You know, for a while I rolled my clothes instead of folding them, you know. I rolled them up, you know, and that's a prison thing, you know. Roll them up and put them in your locker. But there's different things that he's going to be doing and thinking that you won't understand, but just try to understand it, you know. Just try to be there for it, you know. And I think probably if he's been in prison a long time, you know, technology is going to be a little bit of a shocker to him, you know. Yeah, you know, he's in prison and he has TVs and he's seen about the development. People's told him about technology and stuff, but you really don't know until you get out. You know, you have no really understanding of it. And so, you know, help him with that. But from my experience, just try not to load too much on him at once, you know. Just a little bit at a time. See how it goes, you know. Alright, that's enough for today. Thank you. I hope you like this video. Leave a comment of what you want to hear, or if you have a comment, something to add to what I've already said. And if you're new, subscribe. Thank you.